Hey everybody, it's Max. This is my presentation on pH in the blood and how carbon monoxide affects pH in the blood. I'm going to go over the actual process of how carbon is filtered through the blood, out the lungs, and then get more into the pH. So what happens is carbon is forced out of the systemic cells into the capillaries and into the rest of the blood, and then it binds with water to become carbonic acid, which then dissociates into hydrogen ions, and this is the important part, and bicarbonate. It then, when it gets to the from the respiratory membrane, to the lungs, then it becomes carbonic acid again, splits back into CO2 and H2O. The H2O goes in the plasma. The CO2 goes into the respiratory membrane, capillaries, alveolar, and then goes out, just like that. And that leads us to hydrogen and blood pH. So, as I just discussed, hydrogen ions are a side effect of the CO2 being in the system, from it going to carbonic acid into bicarbonate, and then the hydrogen ions. Now, because there's more hydrogen in the blood, the acid goes up, and remember, it needs to be between 7.35 and 7.45, excuse me. And then, so if it gets away from that, you can get something called acidosis, which is a state of abnormally low blood pH. But if there's that there's too little, that's what happens when there's too much hydrogen. When there's too little hydrogen, it can get to alkaline, which is normally high blood pH. And so by breathing healthy, we keep that normal amount of hydrogen in the system. It keeps us at that 7.35 to 7.45. And that's my presentation on how how hydrogen ions affect blood pH. Thank you, and I look forward to your feedback.